What up, peoples? It's your man. RTP, Skull in the building. You already know what it is, man. Back in the building. Still feeling it, man. I'm still feeling it. Still feeling it, man. Still feeling it. Having a little bit of a better day since yesterday because of some good news. I got a surprise check. Not even a surprise check. Oh, don't tell me I didn't bring it. Gosh dang it. Now I gotta go back home. Thought I had the check. This isn't the check. These are the damn stubs of the check. Well, go back home real quick and get it. Anyways, yeah, so I got 2 checks in the mail yesterday that I wasn't expecting, so that brightened up my day yesterday. But you know, I can't believe I picked up the wrong thing. I just been, man, that game really got me, man. Something you guys got to understand, bro. I'm not one of these YouTubers out here that's trying to get subscribers, you know. I'm not trying to be EDP. You know, a lot of these YouTubers start off as fans on here. And I'm not talking about EDP. EDP obviously, EDP just was always about the subscribers. He has definitely became more and more of a fan as he has figured out the Eagles. Talking about the Eagles is his thing, you know what I'm saying? As he found out that that's like his view count goes up when he talks about the Eagles, blah, blah, blah. So he's definitely focused on that part, and I think he's became more and more of a fan through YouTube. But there's a lot of people out here that were football fans, and they started getting views, and then they just kind of fell to that, and they just want views and all that stuff. It happens, but I'm not one of those people, man. I'm on here because of my team. I started this video stuff for the hopes that one of the players on my team would see my videos, and not so they can be like, oh, we recognize RTP or whatever, but just one day that if they needed a pick-me-up or they needed to something, that they see my video and be like, you know what, inspired, and go out there and play better. You know, that's why I made my videos when I first started, man. And the way that EDP became more of a fan, me through doing this through the years, I found out that this is a therapy thing. Like, it's therapy for me. So that's why I really fell into it and started doing it a lot on YouTube. It was becoming therapeutic for me. So when I have games like this, it's, you know, it hurts, man. It hurts. And it's not like I didn't think we were gonna win. That's the whole thing. Look at my videos like before we won the Panthers. I call this game a loss. I say we're gonna probably lose this game. So it wasn't the fact that we lost the game. It wasn't like, oh, we lost the game, now we're back and it's gonna hurt us in the playoff race, because I've already counted this as a loss in my mind before the Panthers game. You know, and I still said we have a chance at the playoffs, because we do. Technically, we do have a chance at the playoffs right now. So it wasn't necessarily that we lost to them. It was how we lost to them. Because after the Panthers game, I was like, you know what? Not only are we exactly where I want to be, but we might actually win the Saints game and be further ahead. Take my wallet. My luck. Come back in 2 minutes and car broken into. So wasn't the fact that we lost, it wasn't the fact that we lost to them. It was that once we beat the Panthers and I said, you know what? I'm a believer. I'm a believer in what this team's doing. Everybody's trying. Everybody's playing their heart out. Everybody's giving it their all, and everyone's doing their best. We can win this game. We can win this game. The only thing that can really stop us is that offense, but we can win this game. And we get into the game, and not only do we show that we can win the game, we show that we can murder them. We can beat the crap out of them. We can not only win this game, but we could win this game like 49ers. You know what I'm saying? We could take control of this game and just do the same thing we did to the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was heartbroken. That's why I was heartbroken. What did I do with the checks? That's why I was heartbroken, because that we showed that, and then we ended up performing in the second half the way we ended up performing. That's why I was heartbroken. That's what broke my heart, because it shouldn't have went down like that. Shouldn't have went down like that. We shouldn't have lost that game, at least like that. We really shouldn't have lost the game. But it is football, but still not like that. We shouldn't have lost like that. We shouldn't have lost like that. So it's really got me down. I just can't stop thinking about it. I feel like someone that just like found out his girlfriend that he's in love with is cheating or something. Like, that's the kind of, at least I'm assuming that's how it feels. I've never been in love with somebody and then they cheat on me. So I'm assuming that's how it feels, because it's like you can't eat, you can't sleep. Like love, but in a bad way. You're happy when you're in love, right? So this must be the opposite way. It must be like you're in love with somebody, but something bad happened, like they cheated on you or something. And you can't eat, can't sleep. So that's how, I don't know. But it's been hard on me. You know, then I go on Twitter and you see what you see on Twitter. I don't know what I'm expecting. I don't know if I'm expecting to see Jameis badgering, like bashing, Dirk bashing, and of course there's a little bit, you know, but honestly I expected to see a lot more, to be honest with you. So Twitter's kind of confusing right now, like, and it's not like I want to see it. It's not like I want to see bashing. So it's just, like I said, it's just, I don't know. Things are weird right now. I don't know. I don't know what to say, man. It's just tough on me, man. It's real tough on me. Excuse me. And then there is something I've been seeing, and it's, you know, I've said this many times. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be on Facebook. There's a lot of Buck fans on Facebook. I used to be on all those little Facebook groups. I used to be in all those little Facebook groups way back in the days. And I ended up fighting all of them, all the Buck fans, all the Buck groups, you know? And it was all because of a simple, innocent thing that I wrote. As a Bucks fan who is from California, I said, man, you guys are lucky you guys have them. I wish the Bucks would come to LA, like play in LA, because I was in LA at the time. I was like, I wish the Bucks would move to LA. That would be dope. It was a honest me being a Bucks fan, wishing my team played where I lived. That's it. Very simple, very honest, innocent. And all hell broke loose. Oh, Tampa would never, the Bucks would never go to LA, that trash city. That's why they don't have a football team now. This and this and that. Blah, 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 blah. That city's whack. Ugly ass. And I'm like, yo, pump your brakes, bro. Like, I'm a Bucks fan. But you niggas is talking about my city. This is where I grew up. You know, this is where I grew up. Like, that's my city. Like, relax, bro. That's why they don't have a football team. That's why they can't keep a team. This and this and that. Trash this, I'm like, yo, look, fuck you and your city, bro. So, don't tell me I left my wallet now. Oh, I was gonna say. So, long story short, man, I get into it with Tampa fans. Honestly, I was hurt. I was upset. I hope y'all didn't see that. Is it not working? Of course not. I was hurt. I was upset. I was pissed. Talk trash back. Whatever. It is what it is. After that, it was like there was no point in being on Facebook no more, because every time I get on Facebook, they talking shit to me. Oh, that's that one fan that this and this and that. And so I stopped being on Facebook. It's to the point where I completely forgot my Facebook password. I don't even know how to log in. It don't let me log into that my other Facebook where I used to be log into. I had a Real Talk Perez Facebook, and that's how I talk to everybody. You know, I obviously didn't have my original Facebook. I had a Real Talk Perez Facebook, and that's where I sent my YouTube links and all kind of stuff. Okay, you can't see. But I can't even log into that no more, man. Here's a deposit. And the only reason why I'm bringing all this up, man, is because, like I said, when I get on Twitter and stuff, hold on 1 second. Where is this supposed to go? Didn't tell me. When I get on Twitter, all I'm seeing is people talk about, well, not now, but after the game and stuff like that. They talk about how it was so empty. And I had said it in my live stream as well. I had said that, it's sad that we can hear "Who Dat" chants in the stadium, like it's a home game, like it's a home game for the Saints. It was pitiful. It was pitiful, and that's what I was seeing on Twitter. A lot of stuff about there was no fans there. There was actually less fans there There was less fans there than there was for the 49ers game. How is that? How is it that we beat the 49ers and then we just beat the Panthers, and the fan base, the stadium is filled a little bit more, just a little bit more, not a lot more, but just a little bit more. And then we're playing the future division champs, and we drop, and the stadium drops in attendance. How is that possible? I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. We win 2 games in a row. We're hot as shit. We're playing the future division champs, and we drop in attendance. It's a home game for the Saints fans. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, pathetic, pathetic. And it's funny because I'm not even the one putting this stuff on Twitter. You know me, usually I am the one that's talking crap to Tampa fans and talking about that stuff, how they're pathetic fan base and this and this and that. And I didn't. Matter of fact, Bucko's Locker made a video, and in the middle of his video, he was talking about it, how like there's nothing but Saint fans and that gets sad, blah 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 blah. And on Twitter, on the comments section where you see people talking about the stadium's empty or whatever, you hear these Buck fans talking about, what, you expect me to go to see that team play and this and this, like, I don't know. I don't get this fan. It's a loser fan base. I've said this before. That fan base has a loser mentality, bro. They're nothing but losers there. Nothing but losers there. Nothing but losers there, man. It's sad, really. Really sad. 1 second.
Hi, good afternoon. Thanks for checking the box. What can I get started for you today?
Let me get a number 7 large on sourdough bread, please.
Number 7 large on sourdough with regular fries, curly fries.
Regular fries, yeah.
And what would you like for your drink today?
Sprite.
Okay.
And that's it.
Alrighty. So it's at the bottom of the other window.
It's a loser mentality, bro. That's where the loser mentality comes from, the fan base, bro. Really is, man. I don't like the people there. I've been to the city. I've been there, so I can say I've been to the city. I don't like the state of Florida, period, to be honest. But that area, I've been to Tampa. I've been there at One Buck Place, and it's just, I've seen videos where there's racism, just like, no, I'm not blaming nothing about, I'm not blaming the game. I'm not blaming nothing of the game about fans. I'm just talking about the fan base. I'm just talking about the sorry excuse for fan base. I'm not talking nothing about the game, right? I didn't say nothing that has to do with the game. The game, all that conversation is over. We stopped talking about the game. So don't try to make it seem like, oh, I'm lost the game because of the fan base. No, that has nothing to do with the game. The game's already talked about and over with. I'm just talking about how sad this fan base is, how retarded the city is. Nothing but white people. If you look at any of the promos, there's only one time you've seen more than one black person in the promos. Any of the promos, any Buccaneer videos or anything like that, the only time you see more than one black person in the video is if they're showing the team. If they show the team, or they had one of the promos, they had a part where they were in the barbershop and they showed black people. Like, that was about it. That was it. That's the only time you really see black people. When you see a whole bunch of people tailgating, a whole bunch of fans singing and da-da-da-da. Oh, the rapper's the other black person you'll see. Whenever it's like a music video, and you know, the rapper person is usually the black person. But all the people that's cheering him on and shouting bucks and all that, it's all white people. Whole bunch of white people. Just a whole bunch of white people. White trash, white people trying to be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. Just a whole bunch of white people. That's all you see. Just a whole bunch of white people. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, man. It's white trash. It's white trash. If someone can videotape some person in the middle of the street with a racist ass sign, and you're actually videotaping it, and then you can put it on Twitter, which has happened, that place is full of white trash. If someone can actually sit in the middle of the street with a big ass racist sign, and there's no world star video of that nigga getting jacked up, that's a white trash. That's a white trash area, bro. It's white trash. If you get away with that, you're in a white trash area. There's no way in hell that you're gonna be in Vegas, anywhere in Vegas, anywhere in California. Maybe if you're in California, you got to be in like the valley, like deep, where there's no minorities, somewhere like a good area where there's like no minority. And even there, you still might get jacked up. But no part in Vegas, you're going to be sitting there for longer than an hour with a racist ass sign and not get touched. Like, that's not happening. That's not happening. In order for that to happen, there had to have been a white trash area, bro. And that's just what I just noticed, man. And that's why you always see bashing. You know what I'm saying? You always see bashing. You never hear bashing about Cameron Brate. You never hear bashing about what's it called, Murphy. It's always bashing, always bashing. That's what it is, man. It's just a racist ass, white trash ass neighborhood, city that don't show love to their team. That they don't deserve. They don't deserve a football team. That's what I'm getting down to. Hello.
Number 7 on sourdough large with ice bread.
Yeah.
$9.94. Any sauce?
Secret sauce, please.
Okay.
Tampa is a trash city. It's a terrible city. Tampa, you know what's sad? Tampa is the only city that I seen on Twitter that was actually celebrating having an XFL team. That's how trash that city is. The only city I seen celebrating having an XFL team. No, there's a lot of Latinos in Florida. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of Latinos in Florida. There's a lot of Latinos in Florida. Remember, I've been up and down Florida. I've been around Miami. I've been around Tampa. I've been around all that area. All that area. I've been around all up and down Florida. There's a lot of Latinos in Florida. The city of Tampa, the minorities that live in Tampa, put it like this, the minorities that live in Tampa don't have season tickets. Put it like that. Put it like that. So it's mostly white. It's mostly white people that mess with Tampa. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's a trash ass fan base. It's a trash ass fan base, bro. They don't deserve a team. They're over there happier that they're getting the XFL team than anything. Like, really? You do know the XFL? Come on, bro. Like, really? You're happy about it is what it is, man. I look at it like this, man. I just wish that team would move from Tampa so bad, man. I wish they would move out of Florida. I was praying so hard, man, wishing that Tampa would be one of the teams moving to LA or Vegas, man. That would have been dope, bro. That would have been dope. Tampa should have moved to Vegas or LA. The Buccaneers should have moved to Vegas or LA, man. That would have been dope. Cause Tampa don't deserve no damn team, bro. Tampa's so trash. Tampa's so trash, man. They don't deserve no shit. Here goes the cop. He's not looking. Hurry up, nigga. This cop's not looking. I got my seatbelt on. There we go. He can't see now. Yeah, man. Whatever. They don't deserve no damn football team, dude. The fan base in Tampa is just so bad. So bad. And y'all can't blame winning and losing on that, because the Browns fan base, what do you got to say about that? Browns fan base show up. Like, the Browns fan base show up. Like, it's so crazy. Like, the mentality Tampa fans have, bro. Like, it's so crazy. You got to remember, I come from LA, where we have a fan base with the Lakers. Like, we got the Lakers fan base. We got, the Knights, I'm sorry. That's my fan base now. The Kings in hockey, the Angels, the Dodgers, baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm come from LA, bro. Like, I got championship teams there. There's championship teams there. I've seen fanhood from all different sports, bro. Even the Lakers that are always winning championships. The Lakers that are always winning championships in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s. Always winning championships. Going through the drought that we're going through right now. And have not ever bashed my team. Never bashed the Lakers. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about other Laker fans. Have never bashed the Lakers the way Tampa fans bash the Bucks. You guys won one championship and you guys talk like, oh, we're used to championship teams. This team is garbage. Pathetic, bro. Pathetic ass fan base. Pathetic ass fan base, bro. Y'all look stupid. Y'all like saying trash so much. You know what's trash? That fan base is trash. It's super trash. That's what's trash. That fan base is super trash. They don't deserve a team. They don't deserve to be in the playoffs. For what? For what? Y'all don't deserve to have a playoff team, bro. Y'all don't deserve to have no damn playoff team. So you can act like, oh, we knew we were going to the playoffs the whole time. Get out of here. Trash ass fan base. But basically that's what I've been. I've just been sitting down just watching this stuff happen, like break Donovan Smith. Like, stop, man. Y'all don't even know what you're breaking down. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's being told. Just stupidity. Stupidity. Just stupidity. But it is what it is, man. New England treats their team way better than Tampa Bay Bucks treat their team. Talking about that's the wrong. Oh, and this is another thing. I'm not saying just because it's a white fan base is trash. No, I'm saying Tampa's white fan base is trash. That's what I'm saying. Don't get it twisted. I'm saying every fan base. There's a lot of fan bases this pretty much just white. You think there's a lot of minorities in Green Bay? Nah. That's a white town, bro. There's a lot of white people in Green Bay. They love their team. Even look at their team right now. Their team's worse than our team. They still love their team. Like, you're just a trash ass fan base, bro. Tampa's just a trash ass fan base. I think people should spend their hard-earned money, because you're not spending your hard-earned money to make it to the playoffs. That's not why you're spending your money and going to games. You're not going to games to make it to the playoffs. You're going to the games to watch your team play and possibly win because of any given Sunday. So it don't matter what the score is. You're not going because, oh, we have a chance to go into the playoffs. You're supposed to go because you're supporting your team, hoping that your team wins. You don't go, see, I don't understand where this Tampa fan base gets. That's loser talk, bro. Where does this Tampa fan base get this idea where, oh, we have the right not to go because we're losing? You don't go to a game so the team can make you feel good. You go to the game to make your team feel good. That's the whole point. Y'all got shit backwards, bro. That's a trash ass fan base. That's loser mentality as a fan, bro. That's a trash ass fan base, bro. Am I supposed to go support that team? Yeah, that's what a fan does. That's the only job of a fan. That's the only job of a fan. Everybody in the NFL got home field advantage except for the Bucks. That's because the Bucks fan base suck. Who else can you blame? So when you're sitting there asking yourself, why do other teams get to do this? Why do other teams do that? How come my team don't do it? Well, the Bucks can say, well, why do other teams got fan bases? Why don't I have a fan base? Why don't we have home field advantage? That's your fault. That's the fans' fault. It's not the team's fault. That's not the team's fault. Everything, put it like this. Everything that people complain about when it comes to the Bucks, everything that every fan complains about when it comes to the Bucks, there's a whole bunch of teams that go through it. Whole bunch of teams. Bucks got a 4-game losing streak. Panthers just did a 4-game losing streak. Falcons going through a 4-game losing streak. All this other stuff happens. Quarterback controversy. Look at Wentz now. Look at Derek Carr now. All this stuff about quarterbacks. Other quarterbacks. Look at all these other quarterbacks. Everything that the Buck fan base has complained about, other teams go through it. No other teams have a trash-ass fan base like this. No other team in the NFL can say that they won 2 games in a row in the playoff hunt and they ended up dropping attendance. What other fan base can say that they do that? They won 2 games in a row, got in the playoff hunt, and dropped attendance. 2 games in a row. The last game against a division rival. Played a hell of a game. One of the best defensive games in a long time since the Seattle game. Going against another division rival, the future division champs, and we drop in attendance? That's crazy. That's saying something. You know what else I've said? I could be wrong about this. But as far as our division, I'm not. Y'all get to interact with these players more than any NFL team I've seen. This franchise allows you to interact with these players more than any team I've seen. And I have the Saints, Falcons, and the Panthers app. I have their team app on my phone. So I watch every team on the division. That's why I know a lot more about other people's teams than other people in our division, because I have everybody's apps. I got all their information on my Bleacher Report. I got all that stuff. Nobody interacts with their team more than the Tampa Bay interacts with their fan base. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate that the most trashiest fan base in the NFL are actually the fan base that's actually the closest to their team. They gets to touch their team. They get to see their team all the time. That's crazy. That is crazy. That's crazy to me. I lived my whole life in LA. Never seen, the only time I've ever seen an LA Laker, whether it was future, past, or anything Laker, was when I moved to Vegas. That's crazy, man. Y'all don't deserve to have a team. Plain and simple. RC, why do you talking about the team, though. We're not talking about the team's performance. We're talking about the fan base. I don't know why I keep talking about the team. I'm talking about the fan base. We're not talking about the team performance. We're talking about fan base. The jobs as a fan. That's what I'm talking about. How do y'all excuse that? That's what I'm wondering. Since you want to try to defend and talk about the fan base, about the team, how do you defend a team that wins 2 games in a row? Like I said, one is the 49ers, so it's like, okay. But then we turn around and beat our division rival Panthers. Beat them, and not just like, oh, we slid by. No, we beat them convincingly. Get ourselves in the playoff hunt. Have a home game against the division future champs. Dominate in the first half. And the teams come out at home hearing who that chants. How do you defend that? Please, defend it for me. Answer that, RCE. Defend that. How does that happen? You can't defend it. Can't defend it. But that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Just sad. Just sad. And it doesn't even take that. Like, that's hardcore evidence right there. That's hardcore evidence right there. But it don't even take that. Like, you can just see it. Like, there's other fan base that talk about it all the time. Like, you could just see it. Our fan base talks way more when we're losing than we do when we win. That says something. That says something. We make more videos. Obviously not me. We make more videos when we losing. We have so much more to say when we're losing than we do when we're winning. What does that say about the fan base? What does that say about the fan base? Like, it's just a trash ass fan base, bro. RCE, you're asking me all these questions and couldn't answer one of my questions. Couldn't answer one of my questions. Actually, one question, you couldn't answer one of my questions. It is what it is, my guy. It is what it is. To be honest, I'm not even mad about it no more. If you follow me on Twitter, I think it was last year. Maybe last year. It might have been a year before that. Not exactly sure, but if you follow me on Twitter, if you followed me on Twitter for a couple of years, you've noticed that I don't even go after fans no more in the fan base. Like I don't like I see something stupid, I'm just like whatever, and I just keep scrolling. Before I see something stupid, oh man, I'm going in for an hour, 2 hours, going back and forth. Now it's like only if I see something really stupid where I can just demolish them in one reply, I might. But now it's like I'm so used to it now that I don't even reply to stupidity anymore. I don't even like, oh, well, what about this, and try to prove them wrong. Like, I don't even do that no more. Like, it's just like, I just came to the realization, this fan base is what this fan base is, and this is the thing. Ain't nobody more competitive than me. Believe me, ain't nobody more competitive than me. So if I've come to the conclusion and I've been like, whatever. Imagine how the players feel. Who gets paid millions and millions of dollars. Imagine how the players feel. Whatever. See, right now, Donovan Smith don't give a damn. If you notice, the only time Donovan Smith gives a damn is when you say something that has to do with his performance and about his contract coming up. Then he'll say something trying to kill it. So what does that tell me? What does that tell me? That once this nigga gets his money, y'all can say whatever you want about him. He's gonna be like, well, fuck it. Who cares? Whatever. That's why we have that attitude. That's where it comes from. It comes from the fan base. We damn if we do, we damn if we don't. We win, there's still something wrong. We lose, like, who wants to play for a team like that, bro? Like, serious. Who wants to play? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that you're trying to have fun and you're having fun on the field, and every time you go on social media, there's somebody trying to tear you down, and you're like, but and it's your fan base. Not just random people, your fan base. People that you just signed their autographs. People that just came and said you were the best when they were watching you on the field with practice and stuff. Then you go into it and you see the same people talking shit to you. I'd be like, man, fuck this town, bro. Fuck this town. Ain't nothing these fans can say make me want to play for them. Now, once again, I'm not saying that's what's happening with our team. I'm telling you, as one of the biggest competitors, ain't nobody a harder competitor than me. Y'all wore me out. So I definitely can't blame any other player if that happens to them. Straight up. Just saying. We're over here talking about fan base, and he wants to talk about the team. Anyways, Shimano GP. I'm glad I got that out of my system because I've been kind of sitting on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, been in a bad mood, and then like I try to stay off of Twitter, but there's not much. I've been watching some TV. I got a couple good shows that I've been on the last like 2 days. So, and I only did that because I was like, man, I definitely don't want to watch. I never watch ESPN, but I definitely don't want to watch NFL Network, and I don't want to see no football. So I got to stay away from that. Then I got all I got left is Twitter, but Twitter was just stupid stuff. I'm seeing stupid stuff on Twitter, so I'm like, I gotta do something. And then like I've been playing these video games forever, so I'm kind of, not in the mood to play video games. So I just been watching shows, but I just been like I said, every once in a while I'll go on Twitter, see what's going on, and I just like little see things here and there and that I've just been holding on to. Um, I'm just like man, this fan base is trash, bro. Like, I just see things and I'm like, man, this fan base is so trash. All right, all these teams moving. There's 3 teams in Florida, bro. Look, come on, man. 3 teams in Florida, bro. Obviously, you're not gonna move Miami. Jacksonville just got there. It makes sense. Move Tampa, bro. Move the Bucks. Move the Bucks somewhere else. Move them to St. Louis. Move them to move them to San Diego, please. Them white people will take care of them. Move them to San Diego. Move them to San Diego. San Diego needs a team again. Move them to San Diego, bro. Move the Bucks to San Diego. Move them to St. Louis. Move them to Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma would definitely take care of them. Man, they could move them to Missouri. Shoot, like anywhere, bro, would be better than Tampa. Tampa, like there is no market in Tampa. Why would they even have a team in Tampa? Like, take them out of Tampa, please, bro. Like, that's my thing. I think, man, I'm gonna be the next what was his name? SoCal. Was it SoCal? No, not SoCal Ram. It's the other dude. He's a Rams fan that was going hard on YouTube to bring the Rams back to Los Angeles, and he got it done. Now, obviously, he was in a better position because it was always talked about the Rams because they're from LA, and Rams do already had a fan base in LA. But still, I'm gonna have to be that dude. I'm gonna have to be that dude trying to move Tampa to anywhere but Florida, and just get him out of Florida, bro. Just get him out of Florida. Just get him out of Florida. Just get him out of Florida, please. I'm gonna write Santa. I'm gonna write Santa. Santa don't even go to Tampa. Anyways, it is what it is, man. Why would I be mad that I haven't gone to Ray? It ain't like I can't go. There's plenty of seats. It ain't like I can't go to Raymond James Stadium. There's plenty of seats. And for very cheap, they're giving, I mean, anybody could go. They were giving away tickets to go to Tampa. Like, ain't like I couldn't go. The seats are definitely affordable. Like Bucko's Locker did. He bought a seat all the way on the top and just walked all the way down because there was nobody down there anyways. Exactly. So don't make it seem like it's hard to go to Raymond James Stadium. It's definitely not hard. Niggas is giving away tickets, man. That's sad, bro. That's sad. And that's only, and you know what's sad? That's the only reason why it jumped up a little is because they gave away tickets. That's sad. Before I go, let me make this clear. Let me make this clear. In case you don't get it. Hold on, let me eat this real quick. not saying, if you notice, I'm not talking about how the 49ers game was one of the lowest in a long time. So I'm not just picking on fans. Like, I'm not just saying this to say it, because I could talk about blackouts. I could talk about, like I said, the 49er game, we were one of the lowest attendance in a long time. It's not even about that, because I understand that every team is going to have their attendance drop when a team's doing bad. I understand that. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. The reason why you guys are trash, if you haven't caught it yet, because I've said it like 50 times already, the reason why the fan base is trash is because your team, that's supposed to be your team, just won 2 games in a row at home. After coming off the road, which a lot of teams come off the road and do bad on the road. We came off the road, won 2 games in a row. First game, okay. At home, low, whatever. Nobody was there, Niners. Doesn't mean nothing. Second game. Not only is it 2 games in a row, now we're on a winning streak. Not only have we with things that we haven't been doing, which is we continued having turnovers, we continued getting pressure, D-line being dominant, we continued as a quarterback not throwing any turnovers and this and this and that. Not only did we continue in the doing all the things that these Buck fans have been complaining about, and it was at home again. It was against a division rival. Okay, not only did we do all these things that all these Buck fans always complain about, now it's the second time in a row, and it looks like, you know, this could be us. Like, this is the team we are now. And everything's going good, and you guys have nothing to complain about. And not only did we just beat a division opponent, not only all that, but now we're in the playoff race. We're in the hunt. Now we're being talked about in the playoffs. And not only now are we being talked about in the playoffs, but we have another division opponent who we already beat in week 1. And our attendance drop? You're a trash ass fan base. That is the mark of a trash ass fan base. Your attendance dropped? You're trash. You're trash. You are trash. It's a trash ass fan base. I was about to spend like $600, more than $600. No, about $600. It was $300 for 2 tickets on the 100s on the side, right on the side. I'm talking about the very first seats on right behind the Bucks. 2 tickets there, buy plane tickets just to go to Tampa. I was gonna do that for the Panthers game. I would have went. I would have went if it wasn't for homeboy not returning my phone calls. If the homie would have returned my phone calls, I was going to Tampa for that Panthers game. And I'm all the way in Vegas. And it dropped. Dolphins had the second most attendance since renovating the stadium. SM shaking my damn head. Why? It's stupid. Stupid. When's the last time Lightning? When did the Lightnings get you guys a championship? That's just the definition of trash, bro. That's trash ass. That's sad, bro. That y'all should be ashamed. I want to say I'm happy because I can expose you guys, but I'd rather not. I rather look like I don't know what I'm talking about and be wrong about my fan base just so my fan base can show up. I'd rather look stupid and have my fan base show up, but unfortunately, you guys have to prove me right. Trash ass fan base, bro. We lose, we drop in attendance. We won 2 in a row. One against, and it wasn't even. And it wasn't even like the Falcons. Not like, don't get me wrong, Falcons are the Falcons. It is what it is. But right now the Falcons are looking like, I mean, the Falcons are looking like the worst team in the NFL. One of the worst. Falcons are looking like the Raiders right now. Like they looking like one of the worst teams in the NFL right now. They just looking like they could lose to anybody. It wasn't even like the Panthers looking like that. The Panthers were still looking like a good team. Everybody was already counting us out. And we not just beat them, we manhandled them. And we lose attendance? Like we drop in attendance? How is that possible? Like we were close to having the 49ers game was one of the lowest attendance in like some historic mark. I don't know what it was. But it was something to talk about. We were the lowest it's been for how long? And we almost reached that number. We were close to that attendance. That is trash. That's the mark of a trash ass fan base, bro. Trash. And people had the nerve to defend it. To defend it on Twitter why they didn't show up. You guys are trash ass fan base, bro. Anyways. Anyways, man. And not only was I gonna spend like over $600, I ain't even got a job and I was gonna spend over $600 just because I wanted to go show my support. Y'all stupid. Y'all trash, bro. Y'all trash, bro. Y'all trash. Y'all trash. That's a trash ass fan base, bro. Y'all don't deserve a team, bro. For reals. I think I might have to be that dude, bro. I think I might have to be that dude. I might have to be that dude, bro. I might have to be that. I'm probably gonna lose all my subscribers, but it is what it is, bro. I might have to be that dude. I might have to just be that guy that just completely get away from talking about the Bucks and just focus on the fan base and just talk about the Bucks organization. Not the Bucks, not the players, none of that. Just talk about the organization and try to get them to move. I might just have to try to do. I might, because I'm just saying, like, do I think it'll ever happen? No, because I think all the spaces are taken right now. But let me do something one day. I do it. Maybe one day I just say, you know what? Let's try to get something going. Bucks Twitter is a cesspool. A lot of racist remarks. It's nothing but it's a white trash area, bro. Tampa's a white trash area, bro. It is what it is. Like I say, if you can go in the middle of a road, middle of the road, and hold a racist ass sign. I don't even remember what the sign said. I just know it was some racist shit, and someone posted it on Twitter, and the dude's just sitting there with a racist ass sign. If you can do that, that's nothing but white trash. There's nothing but white trash around. Because there's no way you're going to be around an area where there's a couple minorities and no one touches that nigga. Like, it's not happening. It's not happening. That's how you know it's full of white. When I seen that video, I said, okay. Because I was the same way. I figured it's Florida. It can't be like that. Like, there's got to be some black people. I know there's black fans. There's black Buck fans in Florida. I don't necessarily know if they're in Tampa, but I know it's Florida. There is minority Buck fans. I know that. But for someone to be sitting in the town of Tampa with a racist ass sign and not get touched, there was no world star, there was no nothing, just a video of the guy just sitting there with a racist ass sign in the middle of the street, and nothing happens. That city of Tampa has to be white trash. Has to be. Then I visited it. It's basically, when you're a truck driver, You go through towns where you're just like, wow, you know, everybody knows each other in this city. Like, there's like probably a population of 50. You know what I'm saying? You go through towns like that where it's like, it's probably a population of 50. I could probably come in here with like two G's in my pocket and be the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's towns like that in the United States. Tampa seems like that town that's in the future. Like that town that's like nothing, but they just advance. They're a little bit more advanced. And the only reason why they're a little bit more advanced is because they're in Florida, so they got other cities underneath them that bring shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like a damn hillbilly town that's a little bit advanced, basically. Like, that's what Tampa seems like. And the only minorities you see are like crackheads, you know, shit like that. You know, people that you're like, okay, well, that's a minority, but you can tell they're in the bottom of society because they're not, you know, they look like they're crackheads, or, you know what I'm saying? So you could tell those white people look down on people. It's just, you could tell. You could just tell, bro. You could just tell. There's nothing but racist. There's nothing but racist white people there. You can tell. When I went there, bro, only person that seen me was a minority. No, none of the white people. None of the white people. None of the white people. Just one guy that was, he was black, but I don't think he was black. I think he was like I don't know what that race is. I don't know what that race is. It's like the black version of Arabian. I don't know how to explain it, but he wasn't black. He was black, but I mean, you could tell he wasn't African American. Like, he was like something else. But the only one that recognized me, you know what I'm saying? Only one that actually looked, not Indian either, because he's not Indian. It wasn't Indian. It was like another type. I don't consider Indian like black at all. I consider Indian. Anyways, whatever. That's whole. But anyways, like I said, when I got there, bro, it was just, you could just feel it, bro. You could feel it. You could feel it. It is what it is, man. Whatever, bro. It is what it is, man. I just wanted to be on here and make that video. I feel better that I did it, because I just think it's very trash to that happened. That's just sad. Anyways, sure, man. RTP, Skull Gang in the building, man. Appreciate you guys being on here, man. Thank you for letting me vent. And I don't know. Obviously, I'm not done making videos, but we'll see what happens, man. We'll see who we got next. I think we got the Ravens next. And this was I can't believe I almost forgot the whole reason why I came on here. The whole reason why I came on here was because I seen a thing on Twitter, and it said that in the year 19 next year, or the year after, in the 20s, 2019 or 2020, I can't remember which one, we're supposed to have a London or New Mexico game. And you know what I thought to myself? That's probably going to be the first time we have a real home field advantage. Like, that's probably the only time we're going to have a real home field advantage, is when we're in Mexico or London, and they just got to pick a team, so it'll be like half and half. Like, that's the first time we have a chance of having a home field advantage. Is because we're in an area where they're just like, are you a Bucks fan? Are we gonna vote? Are we gonna go for the Bucks, or are we gonna go for whoever we play? Let's go ahead. And we have a real chance of actually having more fans there. You know what I'm saying? So that I thought about that, and I was like, yo, this is sad. And that's what made me like, I gotta make a video about this, because this is just pathetic. This is pathetic, man. This is so pathetic. And that's the reason why I came and made this video, man. Anyway, it's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building. It is what it is. I'm always going to ride for my Bucks, man, no matter what. I'm a real fan over here. True Bucks fan. From California, living in Las Vegas, supporting my Bucks. And like I said, man, I try to do whatever I can and make my videos, hoping that, I can either turn some Buck fans to be real fans and show them how to be a real fan. Or just the hopes that, Buck players are like, man, I hate my fan base, and they just stumble across me and go, you know what, we got some real fans out there. There are some real fans out there that know how to be a fan, So I'm just trying to do my part, man. It's your man RTP, Skull Gang in the building. Deuce. Oh, yeah, and when they say real talk, don't forget the Perez.